Yes. Brother and sister judges, the Supreme Court, my brother and sister judges from Madras High Court and also from Delhi High Court, Mr. Dushyant Dave, President SCBA, Mr. Kailash Vasudev, Vice President SCBA, the Learned Attorney General, Mr. Solicitor General, senior advocates, young members of the bar who are connected to this. I see from the system that mostly about more than 500 have been joined. I'm very thankful to all of you for sparing some time on a Friday evening, and especially when it is raining outside, and sharing some good thoughts, good words about me. Thank you very much, all of you. Though for quite some time, for about some 2 or 3 functions, we have not had this kind of speeches. I thought, considering my situation, I thought that it is time that I need to say something, because I served the institution for more than 3.5 years, 3.5 decades. Today morning, when I was talking to my brother and sister judges, I was sharing something about my personal thing. That is, I was born in a very small remote village in a backward district in the district Krishnagiri, which was the erstwhile district in Salem in the state of Tamil Nadu. I lost my father Ramasamy in a bus accident when I was at the age of 2 years. In those days, we had to file only a suit for claiming compensation. My mother also filed a compensation claim, a suit. The court has also passed the decree. But we could not get the compensation amount due to the complicated procedures and the lack of proper assistance, legal assistance to my mother. She had no support from her relatives also. Myself, my widowed mother, and my 2 sisters, we are victims of court delay and its procedural rankles. Actually, we did not get the compensation till the last day, till at any point of time. So we suffered in the life. Though I am a Hindu, I have faith in the gospel of Jesus. By the grace of Jesus Christ, I got educated and came up in life. I entered into Tamil Nadu Higher Judicial Service at the age of 33.5 years in the year 1988, and served the institution for over 3 decades. During my judicial service, there were mountains of obstacles at various stages for no reason, or there was no basis for those obstacles. Yet, no human hand could prevent what Jesus Christ has ordained for me in my life. I have served the judiciary right from district judiciary up to Supreme Court for more than 3.5 decades. 3 decades. The infrastructure now available, especially the digital infrastructure, were not available when I entered the judicial service in 1988. In the present day, everybody speaks of pendency of cases, backlog of cases, and also they pass a lot of comments saying that these things, the pendency of cases affect the economy of the nation, and that they are also affecting the commercial litigations, etc. But I want to strike a positive note. Various initiatives have been taken by the central government, state governments, and the judiciary to bring more efficiency to the system by creation of new courts, bringing amendments to the law. You can take up for example, you can take the Amendment to Arbitration and Conciliation Act, enactment of various legislations like commercial codes, insolvency and bankruptcy code, and other enactments, increasing the strength of the judges in the High Court and in the Supreme Court, constitution of various tribunals, and other initiatives are taken which are aimed at bringing in more efficiency and ensuring delivery of justice within reasonable time, and also enhancing the efficiency of the system. The Information, Communication and Technology Enablement e-courts project has brought in to the system sweeping changes, I can say. With the implementation of the e-courts project, from the highest court to the taluka courts, and with the availability of number of citizen-centric services to lawyers, litigants, public, like availability of the cost list, case status, copy of judgments and orders available online. They are all now just at a click of the mouse. SMS push, SMS pull, sending judgments and orders through emails to the registered users, payment, e-payments, N steps in service of summons, mobile apps are all the digital arms for enhancing the transparency of the court system and judicial excellence. These were not available when I entered in the service, or even in the last decade also you can say that these were not available. Likewise, aggregated data available on the National Judicial Data Grid, NJDG, greatly facilitates the judiciary, the government, planners, and other stakeholders to have access to the aggregated data and plan and take appropriate decisions for planning. With the era of globalization, nature of litigation is now constantly evolving. In the sense, law is expanding in all the spheres. From the traditional litigations like property dispute, succession, matrimonial matters, we are moving towards commercial litigations. Flow of foreign direct investment and public-private partnerships have given rise to new kinds of litigations. The lawyers must be a reservoir of knowledge and equip themselves in emerging areas and smart use of technology. I impress upon all the lawyers, in particular the young lawyers, that they must develop the constant habit of reading and equipping themselves all throughout their life. I can say that world is no longer round; its world is now flat because of the transaction of the idea, transformation of the ideas, and flow of people across the globe, and the various information technology now available. I can say that the world is now flat, and we need to face the challenges in the coming years. My praises and glory to Lord Jesus Christ, who has exalted me to this position from my humble background and led me all throughout my life, that I may bear witness to him. I remember my late widowed mother Lakshmi Devi, who, in spite of her difficult situation, chose to educate her daughters and always inspired me and also my sisters to take up any responsibilities and trained us for tremendous hard work. Actually, this training which we have taken from my mother has helped me throughout my service in taking up any responsibilities and rendering justice then and there. My sincere thanks to my husband K. Ganesan, who is a lawyer in the official courts in the state of Tamil Nadu, who has encouraged me to take up law and pursue legal profession. My husband is a person of highest integrity, and he was of unwavering support throughout my life. He remained as a pillar of support in supporting me to maintain my honesty and integrity throughout my service. My sincere gratitude to my sisters, R. Bhuvaneswari and R. Kanchana, both of whom made lifetime sacrifices to support me in all my endeavors and always stood by me in my difficult times. They are also connected. I am very happy to say that because of this virtual farewell, they are also connected to this system. My thanks goes to my daughter, my son-in-law, my grandson, and my niece, who is in abroad, and she is also connected to this, who were always supportive in all my efforts. My family members are the invisible pillars in all my endeavors in my life. I am ever grateful to all of them. I am grateful to all my brother and sister judges of the Supreme Court. I shared a lot of knowledge and their wisdom whenever my brother and sister judges sat with me. I also thank all the judges with whom I work in the state of Tamil Nadu and Jharkhand. I sincerely thank the members of the Supreme Court Bar Association and all the lawyers of the Supreme Court. I must praise and record that all the lawyers of the Supreme Court very well cooperated whenever they appeared before me in the Supreme Court. My court, everybody was ready. I do not know how, everybody was ready. All the advocates who appeared in my court came very thoroughly prepared and they tried to brought out their best while appearing before me. No words to explain how much they were all ready to argue before me. At this juncture, it is necessary for me to say that if any words uttered by me from the bench has hurt anybody, please do not take it to the heart. I never intended to hurt anyone. Probably I wanted to encourage it, and probably I would have raised my voice at that time, encouraging and making you to learn something. Other than that, I had no intention to hurt anyone. I also fondly remember all the members of the bar in the Madras High Court and Madurai bench and various districts, Coimbatore, Vellore, Tirunelveli and Pudukkottai and Chennai, where I worked as a district judge in the state of Tamil Nadu. All the bar members, by their thorough preparation, in turn equipped me in various branches. I am ever grateful to all the bar members. I also remember the cooperation of the bar members of the Jharkhand High Court. I thank all the registrars, additional registrars and the deputy registrars of the Supreme Court, and the library staff and all the staff members of the registry of the Supreme Court who have rendered all support and the cooperation. I thank all the senior personal assistants who were attached to me in my home office. I sincerely thank all the personal attendants who were attached to me in my house and also the driver. I need to place on record that all of them have dedicated themselves to take care of all my requirements while I was staying in Delhi. I thank all the law clerks who are associated with me over these years. I also fondly remember all the staff members of the Madras High Court and Madurai bench and staff members of the Jharkhand High Court and all the staff members of the various districts in Tamil Nadu where I worked as a district judge. I thank the members of the media and press attached to the press room of the Supreme Court. All of them were very diligent and sincere in reporting the orders of the Supreme Court. I need to state that they were very much disciplined while being present in the court for making reports. They have been repeatedly present in my court at the time of Nirbhaya matter. I'd like to place on record that they were very much disciplined and always maintained perfect silence whenever they appeared in the court. I thank all the media and the press people attached to the Supreme Court. 3 decades of my pilgrimagic endeavor was a journey of hard work and performance. I always ensured that my conscience was as clear as needle to the pole. I like to say that I demit the office with immense satisfaction of having performed my duties true to the work and to the best of my ability. As the president of the SCBA, Senior Counsel Dushyant Dave was pointing out, these are very difficult days. Very, very difficult days. Bar members across the country are suffering a lot. Actually, I learned a lot from the Tamil Nadu bar members that all of them are suffering and some of them have also not driven to the extreme steps also. Whenever I talk to the Bar Council members, I try to impress them to extend their monetary support. But no, this can only be a small pittance amount. But Senior Counsel Dave was saying that we'll have to open the physical court. It is for the committee of the judges to take a decision in this. But we must wait for some time because more than appearance, we think that we must understand that it is more of a life concern because no, COVID-19 is a very, very dangerous pandemic and very fatal also. So we need to wait for some more time. Let us hope and pray that some vaccine is developed and we are hearing some good news also. Let us all collectively pray for the nation that the India has to come out of the difficult situation and that the situation should become normal. I sincerely pray for the well-being, peace and prosperity of the members of SCBA and each and every one of you who are connected to this link and their family members. Let me again wish and hope all of you know a peace and prosperous life and a commendable